All right, let's talk about cleaning patios. So, patios are also fairly straightforward. Let's walk you through the steps. And the first thing is, of course, you're just going to get rid of all the furniture. You're going to move it to the side. And in some cases, if you have bigger stuff that you need to get out of the way, then you can just move it to the side and move it back. Move it to the side, clean, and then move it back. Smaller stuff you can either all put in one area or take it outside so that it's out of your way. That's just step one. Step two is you prep everything with the soft wash, and you're gonna just rinse everything. Just give it a pre-rinse. Stuff like this. This is all just gonna come right off. Very satisfying work. And once you've done that, you use your soft wash on that wet surface. All different kinds of surfaces. Here I moved everything to the center, the heavy stuff, and then you move it back. And then here's just another example. All that black here that you see, this is all going to get juiced. The chlorine is just going to take care of that. And then when you hit it with pressure, it'll look absolutely amazing. Once everything's juiced, you go through and you use some power. And you can either use a white tip. If it's a little bit more, it looks like it has sealant, you can go with a green tip or a surface cleaner. Both will work. Very satisfying. If there's a pool, obviously you shoot away from the pool and you shoot out the door. All of this dirt should go out the door as best you can. If everything collects in an area, you got to charge extra and think about using a shop vac to just get rid of all the water if it has absolutely no place to go, but usually that's not the case. And then here's just an example of using a surface cleaner. And you just go through. Very satisfying work. And when you're done with that, you use your X-Jet and do a final rinse, and it'll look amazing. It'll look something like this. Like brand new. Here's some examples. So, this is a kind of extreme case. I mean, obviously you're using a leaf blower to get rid of all of that stuff. You're removing the cable, and then you're doing all the steps that I just said, all four. You're pre-rinsing, soft wash, using high pressure, and then rinsing again. And you can come up with something like that. That's a Google review, if I've ever seen one. Same here, same four steps. There's no sealant here, so you can go heavy. No sealant when you have that much weeds. Just go heavy. If it looks like it has sealant, there's no weeds coming through, you be a little bit more gentle. You can use the green tip or surface cleaner. But all of this stuff, it's pretty dirty. And these are some of the results that you can get. Here you go, very strong. This one's light. This would be a surface cleaner, or from a distance you use a green tip. You don't go strong on something like this. Tile, outdoor tile, should look much better. Same thing, but you go gentle on tile and you go mild on the chlorine in terms of how concentrated it is. And, back patios, sometimes you have to move stuff. If it's a older resident, you move all the stuff out of the way and you move it back and it looks great. Yeah, would you like to put your thoughts onto Google? We'll leave a Google review together real quick. Great, let's do it. And your business will grow. And here's another example. So patios, there's all different kinds. Basically, they're the same. Like most ground surfaces. Lots of fun to clean. And always put that in your bid. If you're going to do a patio and there's a pool cage, you should do them together, bid them together, and get them both. All right, good. Let's move on to the next thing.